Torcello is a sparsely populated island at the northern end of the Venetian lagoon, in northeastern Italy. It is the oldest continuously populated region of Venice, and once held the largest population of the Republic of Venice. History. After the downfall of the Western Roman Empire, Torcello was one of the first lagoon islands to be successively populated by those Venetia who fled the terra firma to take shelter from the recurring barbarian invasions, especially after Attila the Hun had destroyed the city of Altinum and all of the surrounding settlements in 452. Although the hard-fought Veneto region formerly belonged to the Byzantine Exarchate of Ravenna since the end of the Gothic War, it remained unsafe on account of frequent Germanic invasions and wars. During the following 200 years, the Lombards and the Franks fueled a permanent influx of sophisticated urban refugees to the island's relative safety, including the Bishop of Altino himself. In 638, Torcello became the bishop's official see for more than 1,000 years, and the people of Altinum brought with them the relics of Saint Heliodorus, now the patron saint of the island. Torcello benefited from and maintained close cultural and trading ties with Constantinople. However, being a rather distant outpost of the Eastern Roman Empire, it could establish de facto autonomy from the eastern capital. Torcello rapidly grew in importance as a political and trading center. In the 10th century it had a population often estimated at 10,000–30,000 people, although more recent estimates by archaeologists place it at closer to a maximum of 3,000. In pre-medieval times, Torcello was much a more powerful trading center than Venice. Thanks to the lagoon's salt marshes, the salines became Torcello's economic backbone, and its harbor developed quickly into an important re-export market in the profitable east-west trade, which was largely controlled by Byzantium during that period. The lagoon around the island of Torcello gradually became a swamp from the 12th century onwards, bringing malaria-carrying mosquitoes, and Torcello's heyday came to an end. Navigation in the Laguna Morta was impossible before long, and the growing swamps seriously aggravated the malaria situation, so that the population eventually abandoned the island and left for Murano, Burano or Venice. It now has a full-time population of 10 people, including the parish priest. Sites. Torcello's numerous palazzi, its 12 parishes and its 16 cloisters have almost disappeared since the Venetians recycled the useful building material. The only remaining medieval buildings form an ensemble of 4 edifices. Today's main attraction is the Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta, founded in 639 and with much 11th and 12th century Byzantine work, including mosaics, surviving. Other attractions include the 11th and 12th century Church of Santa Fosca, which is surrounded by a porticus in the form of a Greek cross, and the Museo Provinciale di Torcello, housed in 2 14th century palaces, the Palazzo dell'Archivio and the Palazzo del Consiglio, which was once the seat of the communal government. Another noteworthy site for tourists is an ancient stone chair, known as Attila's throne. It has, however, nothing to do with the king of the Huns, but it was most likely the podesta's or the bishop's chair. Torcello is also home to a devil's bridge, known as the Ponte del Diavolo, or alternatively, the Ponticello del Diavolo. Famous residents. Ernest Hemingway spent some time there in 1948, writing parts of Across the River and Into the Trees. The novel contains representations of Torcello and its environs. In addition, numerous famous artists, musicians, and movie stars have spent time on the island, a quiet refuge. Gallery. Central Torcello, with the Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta and the Church of Santa Fosca. Last Judgment. 12th century Byzantine mosaic from Torcello Cathedral. Ponte del Diavolo.